Fears is a brand that has been really getting my attention. Pretty much every model that I have looked at over the last couple of years, I've been impressed with. Some of them so much they've inspired other purchases just to try to emulate what they've created. But the reality is Fears is there's something different. There's something special about it. They're definitely not new to the game either. Get this. So Fears was actually founded in 1846, Bristol, England. They've been around a long time. They took a slight hiatus, like a lot of brands have. There's history on a lot of these brands. 1976, they had to close their doors. 2016, the revival happened from an actual family descendant of the Fears, the original founder. So the brand has been revived starting from 2016. Super awesome. Coming up on a 10-year anniversary. We're 2025 as the time of making this video. So I can't wait to see what they do next year for an anniversary edition. I'm sure they're going to do something spectacular. Fears is known to do very limited special edition watches. They've done them with other authorized dealers. I'm sure they're going to do them with Exquisite Timepieces in Naples, Florida. That's where this watch has come from. They just picked up Fears not that long ago, as well as, like I said before, they're authorized dealer of over 60 other brands. I'm super happy to see they picked up Fears, just like I was happy when they picked up Doxa, because it gives me access to watches that I really, really want to see and share with you guys. These brands that are more of an enthusiast type brand. And I think that's what Fears really lands in. They're a very high quality, high level enthusiast revival type brand with brand heritage going back long before many other very popular brands. I mean, decades before some of them even started. So I think Panerai started in 1860 as a watchmaker's repair place or something like that. So think about that. Fears started in 1846. That's crazy. So anyway, let's get into this watch. This is the Brunswick 40. I have another one in the background, different colorway. We're going to do a separate video for that. This one's just going to be focused on this one. Case on this is 40 millimeter. Now this size, there are smaller. There's 38 millimeter kind of variants of this, but this size would be the one that I would go with. So 40 mil, the lug to lug is a 46.5. You can see fully polished, so there's gonna be little smears and smudges here. The thickness is only 12.6. You have a double dome sapphire crystal, and this one has kind of a copper dial, copper salmon dial. Some different textures going on there, and then we have those great applied black Arabics. Very clean, tasteful design. Lug opening, 20 millimeter. Bracelet tapers down to 18. We have a butterfly clasp, and you do have to fold it over in this orientation. So here and there, because we have that Fears logo on that one. Double pusher for the deployant. A little bit of artwork going on there. Pretty cool. 6.5 millimeter signed screw down crown, keeping the 150 meter water resist. You have quick release spring bars. So if you want to swap this out for a different band option. And then we have a display case back, as well as some verbiage on it. Hand built in England, Fears Watch Company. And then we can show off that custom blue rotor with that LJP G101 68-hour power reserve time only automatic movement. Of course, it hacks and winds and all that stuff. Nice screw down crown on this, very easy to use. Nice texturing on there. But the real star of this thing is between the, I think they're calling it the 1924 case design, kind of that cushion case design. That is a joy, a pleasure to wear. It's super comfortable, but then their dial designs and execution of them is really the highlight of the brand. They're just beautiful. I don't want to say minimalist, but kind of. I mean, you have very easy to read and everything. There's no loom on this. So it's just a good, clean, time-only watch, which is honestly one of my favorite watch designs out there. No date or time only, however you want to say it. Simple, easy to read. It does everything. Let's pop it on my 7 1/4 inch wrist so you can see what that looks like. Now keep in mind, there's a lot of work going on, and there's a lot of good product or a lot of good materials going on in this watch, as well as the handcrafted in England. So the price point gets up there a little bit. This is just shy of $4,000. And I can tell you, I know a lot of people in the comments, I've already talked to a lot of other watch enthusiasts, good friends of mine, about the brand, including some that have owned or do own them. And they all agree. They're like, yeah, it's up there. It's a little pricey, but worth it. It's actually a sweet watch. I'm like, I have it on wrist right now, and I'm telling you, this thing is perfect. I have no complaints with this watch at all. So if my biggest complaint is it's more money than I want to spend, then that's something I just need to deal with. You know what I mean? And that's the case with a lot of watches that us watch obsessives buy, because it's a trap that's easy to fall into. But the reality is, if you want it, you want it. You just got to figure out how to make it happen. Exquisite Timepieces can help you with that. It's not a big deal. I've bought a lot of watches from Exquisite, and they've been great to deal with. So give them a shot. Reach out to my guy Tyler. I'll put his contact information down below, as well as a direct link to this watch here, so you can go check it out on their website, read up on it. But with fears, I think it's probably good to maybe go do, take that rabbit hole journey, go down that hole and read up on the brand a little bit, on the current, company, that the Revival brand company, as well as the history. Go look at some of their archived watches, because you're going to see those appear again. That's part of why they've been so successful with a Revival type brand in this nature, is because they use the history. They already have the foundation. They just need to use modern components, perfect it, and get it to us. So, and they've done that. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next vid.